Hey guys, so this is the second case of section two. Um, what was it? Dynamic visibility. Remember, dynamic visibility means we have multiple tab panels and we want to show only one and hide the others, right? So this is the second case, wizard interface, right? So what does that mean, wizard interface? Basically, we want to have multiple pages so that we can collect information across multiple pages. So it looks like this: one page, welcome, and then next action button. And then in the second page, only one page to go and two action buttons, and one button to go to previous page, another one to go to next page. And then the third and last page, you're done, and one action button to go to previous page, right? But actually, there are three tab panels, but each time we're showing only one. All right. So if you look at the code, it's very familiar. So instead of sidebar layout, we directly have tab set panel in the fluid page function, right? So we have ID argument, type argument, and then we got the three tab panel functions for each of the three pages. And then each tab panel function we have page one, page two, page three. So we have those titles so that we can refer to those page. It's like an ID, right? I mean, we've done this before. Um, and also we have this update tab set panel function and input ID argument and selected argument. So input ID, it's a way to refer to the tab set panel that we want to update, right? So if you scroll up, this tab set panel ID is wizard, right? And the selected argument, and this is a way to select which of the tab panels do you want to show, right? So page, underline, whatever the number, right? So that I, where is this I defined? Um, so input page one and two. So input. Oh, so that's action button. Page one and two. So that's the first action button. Action button in the first page. Page two and one. Page two and one. That is the first action button in the second page, and page two and three. Oh, so the numbering here is so page one and two means going from page one to page two. So page two and one means going from page two to page one. Page two and three means going from page two to page three, right? Because that's the next button. All right. So I here is a variable in this function. The only reason that the author has it this way um, it is to again to make this code more readable. So we can do the same thing, same app. We can create the same app um, without creating this switch page function. We can put this whole I'm sorry, update tab set panel function here, okay, in the observe event argument directly. Anyways, let's do this in our studio. All right, okay. So let's create section 2.2, select all, delete, shiny app, right? So we are going to uh, put tab set panel function directly here, and then tab panel, right? And then we need a title. The title is what? Page on the line one, right? And then page on the line two, page on the line three, right? So that should um, that should match, right? The selected argument here. That should be defined here, right? So that with the update tab set panel function, we say, hey, show page one or show page two, like that. Okay. So page on the line one, two, three. Okay. So the first one will be page on the line 1, and so we need tab panel page 2, another tab panel page 3, right? And what else do we need? We need all these action buttons and the text, right? What goes into um, here in the tab panel. So first one is welcome, and then there's action button. So action button has input ID first, and then the label, right? Okay. So here, I mean, the author has it in three multiple lines here, but I guess I'm gonna just do it here. Welcome, ex, ex, exclamation mark, and then action button, right? And the first one is input ID. Input ID is page 1 and 2, page 1 and 2, meaning going from page 1 to page 2. And the label for this is next, uh, right? And the second tab panel, what is it? Only one page to go. Only one page to go. Now here we have two action buttons, right? So input ID page going from 2 to 1 and label the previous, right? Priv, priv, and input ID for the second action button on the second page is going from 2 to 3, and that will be next, right? Next, right? And then the third page, text is you are done. You are done. And the label, oh, the action button, input ID going from page 2 to, no, 3 to 2, right? And the label, print. Yeah, there you go. Run app. Let's see how it looks like. All right, page 1, page 2, page 3. The only thing is, page 2 is showing up in one line. What did author do to put it in? Um, okay. The only thing, yeah, we can figure that out later. Okay. So we have the UI code right, and then we have a server side. So observe event, and then we need input ID to refer to which um, tab panel we're referring to, right? So which tab panel we are referring to. So page 1 and 2, page 2 to 1. Oh, no, no, no. So here we are referring to action button, page 1 and 2, page 1 and 2, page 2 to 1, and switch page. And then we are selecting, uh, hold on. I'm sorry. I messed up. Sorry. So update tabs at panel. So it's being used with in conjunction with observed event. So the event expression, page 12. So when the user clicks this action button, right? That's the event. Then update this wizard. Again, wizard is this tabs at panel, right? There's the ID. So update this tabs at panel, right? And select page on the line 1 or 2 or 3, right? So that is what we're doing. All right, so let's do it. So what we're doing here is observe event, and the event is input. So the first one is page 1 and 2. So page 1 and 2. Um, and then the event handler expression. So once this happens, then do this, right? And do this part is update tab set panel, right? In tab set panel, input ID is what? Wizard. Now, again, we need to put that here. So here, ID, right? And wizard. There you go. So we need to put that here, the same wizard. And what is it? Selected. Selected here is, what is it? We're using paste function. So it needs to be page on the line and whether it's 2, 1, 3, or 2, right? Um, so here, page, right? And then what are we printing? So in this case, it's page 1. So so action button 1 and 2. Then we want to put page on the line 2. Okay? Page on the line 2. Page on the line 2. Right. So page on the line 2, that is what we're choosing, that tab panel, right? And we need what? 3 more of this because there are 4 action buttons. So the first one was 1 and 2, right? The second one is 2 and 1. The third one is 2 and 3. The last one is 3 to 2, right? So when 2 to 1, so on the second page, we're going to go to the first page. That action button is selected or clicked, then this will be 1, right? And action button page 2 to 3. So the user is on page 2 and want to go to page 3, and then this should be page 3. And page 3 and 2, what that means is the user is on page 3 and wants to go to the previous page, page 2. So page 2, right? All right, so that is what we're doing. So next. All right, something went wrong. All right, what did I do wrong? So action button 1 and 2, right? Uh, I see. It is these should be in quotation. So let's put all this in quotation, like these are in quotation. Okay. So um, you know, here in the error message, observe object page 2 not found, and in line 8, so line 8 here, observer observe event input $ page 12. So right here, this line, right? That is because the very first one, right? They all have the same errors, but it was pointing at the very first one. Okay, so let's run this app again. All right, so let's close it. Run app. There you go. Right? Very good. Yep, it's working as it should. The only thing now is um, all these. Um, we wanna select only one tab panel to show. Again, we've seen this before, right? So tab set panel has, let's hit tab, right? It has type argument. So for type, we want to provide hidden, right? So here we want to provide hidden, and then we load. There you go, right? So next, previous, next, next, previous. All right. So the hiccup I had was this: the value for the selected argument. It should have been in quotation, right? So that's why I didn't put them in quotation. That's why Shiny was complaining that it couldn't find page on the line 2 object. All right. Very good. I'll see you in the next video.